All right. Let's see if we're live. Hello, family. Hello. Oh my goodness. Let's check and see if we're live. Because you know how sometimes your lives are kind of crazy. So let's see what's what. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're having a great Sunday. My Sunday is amazing. Running a little bit late, but oh yeah, me running just a little bit late, but it's all good though. Um, how's everybody doing? Yes, I have an announcement. I don't know if I want to tell y'all now. Or wait till later. Maybe I'll wait a little bit later, a little bit farther in the show. I hope I don't forget. So many things I don't want to forget. Well, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you guys. You know, I am planning on going to Africa. Right? I've been planning this since forever. Um, and now is my opportunity. And we'll be leaving October 31st for our African trip. And we're going to do some building. Not going to tell you where I'm going. You just have to stay tuned for that. But you know, I'm going to be doing some things over there. And I'm really super excited. Let me just say one thing, you guys. If you have a dream, no matter what, right now I can say that I am living my best life right now. If you have a dream and it's something that you really, really, truly want to do it. Stop putting off stuff. Just plan it. Make sure that you've planned it well. Make sure you followed all the steps. Write down your pros and cons and just do it. Let's not be afraid to do stuff that we've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go and always wanted to visit Africa, but just have never, set aside money, never set time aside to do it. But now is my time, and I am going to go in October. And maybe after I come back out, when I come back, depending on the time and what I see there, I'm going to a few places when I'm there, and I'll be there for a little bit, and we're going to do shows from there, and we're going to work. You're going to do a whole lot of stuff, but who knows? I might put on some shows where, not even shows, but I may put on some trips where we can go over there. And if you want to go for 5 days, 7 days, or whatever, but I may do some things. So just stay in touch. Just know that we're building, and that's the name of the show. Build. Let's build. It's time to build. We say we're woke, but I don't see any building going on. And you know what? It's just so strange how if I was talking and I was cussing folk out and I was, fighting on here and going back and forth, I'd have a full show, right? But when we talk about building and we talk about doing something really positive in our community for our people, it's almost like black folk just don't want to do anything for themselves. You waiting on other white folk to do it for you, who's never going to do it for you. But y'all don't know that yet. But I'll let you guys figure that one out. But my thing, I'm going to build. You guys can sit here if you want to, but Cassie, just know that I'm putting things in place for me to be able to do. I'm getting ready to live my best life. I went to Cozumel, Cabo, maybe about 3 weeks ago. I was in there at the end of June, and I got back on the 4th or 5th of July. And I was there 3 weeks and enjoyed every bit of it. I'm telling you, I have videos and everything, but it's up to you to want to do something different. Let's talk about building and how I'm building right now as I speak. I'm not going to say I'm woke and not do anything different, or I'm not going to say that I'm woke, but I don't see us moving toward anything. I still see woke folk, quote unquote, in the same spot, not doing anything different. When are we going to do something different? Now it's time to do something different. Let me introduce you to Ram the Bush. I'm going to show you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. We talk about white folk and what they ain't doing for you. Okay, what are you doing for you? We can't blame them. We can no longer right now, family, blame white folk for anything that we see being done because you know them, you've been around them long enough, and um, you know how they operate, right? But we still want to blame them. I'm no longer going to blame them, and I'm no longer going to hear other people blame them. I don't care what white folk are doing. All I care is about what we're doing for us and how are we building to be different, things to be different. I am going to do a show on the cities that we had. We had over 200 cities. What happened to those cities? I'm going to do a show on that because I really want to know. And I want to help you. It's time to educate us. It's time. This is stuff that we should be teaching our babies. We should have our own banks. We say we won't. Where our Credit unions. Where are credit unions? Okay. A friend of mine said he has a cousin that has a credit union. I'm gonna get some information because I'm gonna interview him and I'm gonna join that same day. I'm serious. It is time for us to do something different. I'm serious. This is time out for craziness. If we are mad, if you don't like how police are treating you, build your own police department. Have your own 911, but call it 811 to call so that nationwide, so that we can have people that's going to come to help us, that's going to come to the rescue, right? We cannot complain about them and we ain't doing nothing to fix it. Come on. Okay, let me talk about the ram in the bush. Okay, ram in the bush. You know, we got to do some housekeeping. First, I'm going to introduce you to my book. Okay, so don't tell me we're not building. Okay, ta-da, ram in the bush. Okay, well, actually, this is my book, A Mother's Love. I want you guys to see it. A Mother's Love. Okay. And I have a workbook. This is a workbook, but I do have the book. Okay. I just have sold out in books. Okay. But this is the workbook. You jot your feelings down, your thoughts down, ask a question in order. It's almost like a healing book. Okay. So we are in the process of trying to heal, right? Okay. So that's the first thing. Now I'm going to introduce you to Ram in the Bush. Okay. That is my foundation. And I have gotten it sealed and everything. So we are officially in the move. We're officially, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pull that up for you guys because I love to share. I love to share. I don't know if it's gonna hurt us, but I'm gonna see if that's the paper. Hold on, is that it? No. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know if I can do it or not. Hold on. Let me go in here. Hold on, you guys, because I want to show you guys something. I want us to see. We're building. How are we really building here? Come on. Let's build. Let's say we build it. Let's do it. Let's build. I don't want to add nothing to it. I just want to be able to go in here and hold on, y'all. Let me see some. Boy, I tell you, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I wanted to show you the certificate that I had. I'm trying to show y'all. I'm trying to show you guys. Hold on. Y'all need to bear with me. Y'all need to grow some, get some patience, okay? Because I really am trying to show you something. And I want you guys to be happy with me. There it is. Now, this is what I just received. And I'm really super excited. I'm really super excited. Let's see if I can get it out. I think this is it. Is that it? Is that the paper? I think that is. Hold on, let me see. That's it. Is that it? Okay, that's it. I think it is. I think. Okay, I want you guys to see this here. This is my paperwork. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on, you guys. I'm coming back over there. I want to show you, share my screen with you guys. I'm really super excited, you guys. Let's see if I can do it. You know I know how to do it, but I gotta see. Doop doop doop. Y'all share. Share my screen. Okay. Here we go, family. Let me introduce you to something amazing. I hope you can see it. Okay. Department of State. Okay. Now that's okay. Greetings. Article Incorporation. There it is. There it is. There it is. I'm so excited. I hope and pray I'm sharing this right. I don't think I'm sharing it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get in here. Okay. Share. Here it is. Okay. I get so excited. I'm skipping one. So let me go up here and see. Okay. Let me go up here and start over. Let me see if I'm sharing it. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get it. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah, I still can't see it. No, you can't. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it on here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Hold on. Yes, I can. Hold on. Okay. I did it wrong, y'all. Bear with me. Let me see. Is that it? Okay, there it is. Okay. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all, I'm kind of new at this. Y'all help me out here. Okay. You see? Article Corporation, the Ram of the Bush. Okay. Just trying to get you guys going. Ram of the Bush. Okay. Don't want to do all that. Okay. Hold on here. All right, you guys. I think that's enough. Okay. That's with that part. Okay. So we're gonna stop sharing that, but I want to show you something else. We are doing a GoFundMe, and we're trying to put together a GoFundMe as far as the housing, because we have students that want to come from other places, and I want them to be able to have a place to stay. Okay. I don't have a place for them to stay. And even if we get an apartment or get a house, I really don't want to do the housing. I just want to do rooms. So if in fact we have people that have rooms to rent, we'll be able to pay them for their rooms until we can get these students on their feet and they can pay. And the rooms are only going to be like $50 to $75. Okay. That's it. $50 to $75. So um, this is what we want to do. We want to be able to have housing for them. Um, and we don't want them, I don't want them to worry about paying bills. I don't want them to worry about anything but getting that training and getting their mindset, keeping their mindset together. And a lot of people say, well, there are boarding houses that you can put them in. Yeah, but a lot of the boarding houses are in drug infested neighborhoods, or they have felonies that's living there, or they have a lot of police activity. I don't want to bring them down into that atmosphere. I don't think that that's an atmosphere that we have to live in. And I refuse to bring them down from where they are coming from and put them in that kind of danger. I would never want somebody to come and get my child, and then you have a program, and then I have to look and they're in a drug infested neighborhood, or their housing is in a bad condition, or I don't want to. That's not who I am. Okay. I treat other people's children or young adults the way I want somebody to treat mine. I do want to talk to you about the Ram in the Bush. It is a foundation. You saw the paperwork. We're good. We're legit. And I want you guys to participate. I want you guys to back it. If this was a white foundation and somebody white was trying to do some things good, you guys would share. You guys would support, right? So this is my GoFundMe, okay? And I told you it's for housing, and it'll be strictly used for the foundation. It's not any personal use going on, but it is Ram in the Bush Apprenticeship Housing Fund. Okay. And I know I started out with 10,000. But if I can get 1,000 right now, or I'm just saying 500, I don't care, something so that I can, this one young man, I do want to get him down here. And I want to start him. He wants to start like right now. And then I have so many others, but I don't want to bring them down because I don't have a place for them to live. I'm not going to sponsor a program, but not housing. I got to have somewhere to put them. Okay. I'm just saying. I think it would be, and I'm just introducing you to building. We are building, and this is the corporate or private apprenticeship educational training solutions. And this is the little flyer that I had. You guys have seen other flyers that I have about the program. I want to talk about what type of programs are we offering. We are offering CDO classes, security class, 18 is unarmed, armed is at 21, and that's a paid programming training for 40 hours. Um, and then we have the HVAC, painting, flooring, plumbing, electrician program. Then we have a barbering school program. I have a young man in the barbering school. They're coming. They're coming. Got one in CDO classes. Got another young man trying to do the HVAC, and some more other young men have not found out what they want to do, but just want to have a place to put them. I don't want to really get into a whole lot of details. I need housing for my babies. I don't want to bring them down and just not have a place for them. We're doing car detailing, mechanics. We're trying to do the midwife and the medullas. I've reached out to a couple of midwives. One was a midwife and one was a medulla, and those are the ones that'll birth the babies. Because eventually, what I want to do with Ram in the Bush is I want to have our own clinics attached to it. Law clinic. I do have a lawyer I'm thinking about that might be able to volunteer. He doesn't know yet, but yeah, he didn't come into the. I believe we meet people. We meet people for a reason, right? I don't believe I met him for no reason. So he doesn't know that he's going to be my new lawyer, but he is going to be. Also, I want a dentist there. I want a medulla person and a midwife, and I want us to be able to send out the medullas to the different homes in the area. And then midwives, they'll be having, they'll be coming to your homes too. But these are programs that we are trying to do because too many of our Black women that are giving birth to Black babies are coming up dead. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not facing any charges. And but I do believe that there's something wrong with the system. And when you see a system and you see that it's not a system for you, then you have to do something to build a different system. That's what Ram in the Bush is doing. We're out to build a different system. We don't have to participate in a system that don't like you. I did a story last week on that Sesame Street theme park or whatever. And we still have Black people lining up to pay them their money, talking about, I don't care because this is my baby's birthday. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You are a freaking idiot. If you, in fact, are going to tell me that because it's your baby's birthday, you're going to let somebody treat you like a dog, you're willing to give them your money, knowing how they treated somebody else's children. So when they treat your child the same way, then you're going to be mad. And then you're going to want somebody to support you. But guess what? This is how we're going to start handling Black folk that aren't on code. We're trying to teach you a code of behavior, and you still want to sit up there and act a fool. What should we do about these Black people that don't want to be on code? We need to deal with them. Those two Black women need to be dealt with. I don't know who they are, but I'm going to tell you what. The other one was saying, well, I already bought the ticket, so I don't care. I would have done what I need to do to get a refund. But from moving forward, we don't need to be supporting Sesame Street at all. That theme park needs to be, let the white folks, since you want to be racial, let the white folks support their own. Why can't we build our own Sesame Street or call it Soul Street? We don't need to call it Sesame Street, Soul Street. I'm just saying. Why can't we have our Black Wall Street? Let's call it that theme park. I'm just saying, we are worth so much money. We have money, but we need people. And this is, I'm calling all Black folk that's tired like myself. I need you guys to email me because we're going to work on doing some things because I'm tired of what I'm seeing. Because we can have a fund where you want a theme park? Let's start everybody sending in $20 a month somewhere where you can build and it'll be strictly for the theme park that we're going to build. But it's going to take a whole lot of us. It's not going to take just one or two trying to build stuff for y'all. We cannot do anything by ourselves. And I'm tired of us even trying. And then we got Black folk that just be like, whatever, it ain't for me. It ain't doing nothing for me. I'm building a table for your child, for your future generation. We can't leave this mess here to our children. I see a mess and I am not pleased with what I'm seeing. And I'm determined not to pass this legacy or pass this generational curse down to our babies. Okay. I don't know about you. You may be okay with what you're seeing. I'm not. I am not okay. I want to start building, and I think we need to do whatever it's going to take for us to build. What are you willing to do? You say you won't. What is your gift? What will you put on this earth to do? Why aren't you doing it? And what's taking us so long to get it started, to get it to even come up with an idea of what your part is? We have different things that we can do. I have one piece of it, but I'm sure others have other pieces to this puzzle. It's gonna take. Look, we need banks, we need schools. We have one young man trying to do a school, Zykes Institute. Okay, we've talked to him out of New York. Okay, he's got the school already built, already together. Why not? Why aren't we supporting him? You say you hear about different instances that's going on in these schools, but you have a Black school, and because you can't send them virtually right now, I mean, you can't send them in person because it's still virtually. But who's to say that for this next year, you can't support his school, send your child there, send him money for him to set aside. And if you get enough people in your area, say for instance, Georgia, if you get maybe 50 families, 100 families in Georgia, students, then he can build a school, open up a school there in Georgia. Not build one, but open up a school in Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? So why are we doing that?
Out of New York. Okay, he's got his school already built, already together. Why not? Why aren't we supporting him?
Y'all help me out here. I'm just, So why aren't we supporting our brother? He's got a school. But you want to complain about what white folk doing. Time to build. We have our own bank. One United Bank. One United Bank. Why aren't we banking black? Why don't we have our bank accounts there? You want to build? You say you woke? What are you doing different? What are you doing different? You have to put programs in place to be able to make that transition. We can't tell people, oh, stop shopping and supporting Walmart if we don't have anything put in place. I need somebody that'll come up with a market for black people nationwide, but we can start. Just like I went to a place in Winston, and they had this huge flea market, right? And it had nothing but Mexicans in there. You had a few black people, but black people supported it. But the majority of the people that had their own businesses were Mexicans, and they had them sectioned off. This one may have sold Mexican attire. This one sold shoes. This one had groceries. This one had toiletries. This one had, they had like, God, I guess about 200 people in that one building, maybe 100 vendors. I'm going to say might have been more than that. I didn't count them, but they had those three little sections, right? And it had to be, I guarantee you, it had to be over 200 vendors. I guarantee you, that building was huge. It looked almost like a huge supermarket, but they had sectioned the little area off. Black people were supporting. It was a few black vendors in there, but I didn't see a lot of black vendors. Not a lot, okay? But why can't we as black people come together? We can rent a building. The vendors can pay maybe $70 a week. I'm just saying $70 a week rental. So you can rent the building, rent your spot, pay a little rent and that'll go toward paying the rent on that building. And if you are a caterer, if you have beauty care, hair care, if you want to sell purses, jeans, back to school was here. We should have been working on our own businesses over the summer. We should have been doing this. Somebody has decided this is a great idea. Who wants to do it? I can't do it. I'm doing a foundation in housing. I can't do everything. Then I'm trying to get the clinic. I cannot do this too. I'm not going to take it on by myself. There's more of us in this chat. More of us is going to visit this chat that can take over some things instead of you just working for white folk and just working yourself to the bone for them. And we'll do that in a minute. We'll work better at somebody else's business than we will at our own. Why on? I have no idea. But it's time to change that mindset. It's time for us to build. It's time for us to get our children to teach our children entrepreneurship. It's time. We can no longer sit here and continue supporting white supremacy. Every system that they have set up, the schools, if MLK was correct in building, in talking about bringing black folk together, and talking about us, the American dream, where we were going to come together with them, and God wanted us to come together and build with them, do you think we would still be at the bottom? Answer me that question. These schools, you see the result of us coming together, allowing them to educate our children, right? You see that, right? What are the results are we looking at? Now they're trying to teach your children LGBT. They're trying to teach your children same-sex marriage. They're trying to teach them masturbation, anal sex. This is what they're teaching your children. Do we understand what's going on here? If they want to be dysfunction, you let them teach their children that. They are out of order, and we don't even care. As long as we be in the mix, we don't care what they do to our children. We don't care. Obviously, we don't care because we see the complaints. We hear the complaints. We see what they're doing to other people's children, but you still refuse to take your children out of their schools. You still refuse to open up your own business, to work for yourself and hire some of your black family members that can actually help you to build. We refuse to do that. We want to stand the white folk because their ice is still colder. It might be still colder for them, but you don't know what they put in your ice. I'm just saying. We've done that, been there and done that. And we're not tired yet. We still trying to taste on their ice. We still trying to allow them to cook for us when they don't even want you there. And you're letting them cook your food. You still are okay with how Victoria's Secrets put your sister out of the store. And did you not know she said, well, I'll probably will come back again. I don't know what it's going to tell me what it's going to take. Tell me what's it going to take. Tell me. We're going to do a fundraiser. Who's going to go to my Rum in the Bush and who's going to put the first $10 down? I'm just going to see. Who's going to go there and support? We have a mayor, Jamal Green. I love this young man. I love him. Love him. I am going to show him right now. Please, y'all, work with me here. Y'all know, as far as me sharing, y'all hold on, help me out. I am going to show you Jamal Green. I love this young man. He is running for mayor of Chicago. I want you guys to support this brother. Support, support, support. Y'all need to support this brother. Okay. He Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this young man. He's a young man, and I'm telling you, I love me some Jamal Green. He is awesome. Y'all bear with me. Hold on. I'm going to hold on. Go to my page because come on. Come on. Oh God. Come on, Facebook. Come on here. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my page, you guys. Hold on. And he is an amazing young man. He's amazing. Y'all bear with me. Don't be impatient. Don't y'all be impatient. Okay, here he is. I love me some Jamal Green. Hold on. Let me find him. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Jesus, help me get him. Come on, Jamal. Let me see. I be having a lot of stuff on my page. I know how busy my page was, y'all. Hold on, here he comes. Okay, here he is. Oh shoot. Hold on. Jesus. Come on. All right, I'm gonna share my screen again. I'm sharing. I'm gonna stop. I don't know how to go. I hope y'all gonna let me see if y'all gonna be able to. Okay, here it is. I'm sharing. This is it, and I want y'all to hear it. Okay. This is awesome. It's not that long. Hold on, y'all. It's not that long.
Peace and love, family. Come on in one time. Come on in. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I want all my Chicago Africans to come in. As y'all know, as part of the Bishop Turner National Independent Black Political Movement, we are all about supporting independent candidates. Get off the Democratic Party plantation. Get off the Republican Party plantation. And today we have a brother running for mayor of the second largest black metropolis in America, Chicago. He's not running as a Democrat. He's not running as a Republican. He's running as an independent. This is the good brother right here, Brother Jamal Green. We got him on his campaign bus. Stay right there, King, because I'm going to get your name in the back of you. Okay, so Brother Jamal Green, first question right off the top. And you know, my peoples from all over the world is meeting you and hearing you for the first time. Why do you want to be mayor of Chicago, Illinois?
Yeah, well, I've been fighting on behalf of the people for many years. Let me first just say I'm not a politician. I'm somebody who has stepped up at every moment in our communities to make sure that we have justice. Fought on behalf of Laquan McDonald and led that movement. Chase Bank when they weren't lending to
Black Power. I'm speaking here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Come on out.
When Chase Bank was redlining our communities on the south and west sides, I fought Chase Bank and protested over 35 branches, and they banned me from every Chase in America. And we brought them to their knees and made them give $1 billion back to us. So at every moment, I stepped up and I fought on behalf of the people. So I'm not a politician, but I'm somebody who understands these communities on a unique level, that's from it and has always fought for it. And at this time, we got to take that mayor seat so that we can make sure that resources get equally distributed throughout our city.
Well said. Obviously, when people hear about Chicago, all over the news, obviously, they're trying to paint our people like animals as if this not causes to this crisis of violence. Now, we know when you deal with black on black crime, you have to deal with white on black crime. You have the three biggest issues: miseducation, economic castration, okay, and the breakdown of the black community. So when it comes to education and when it comes to economic opportunity, so public schools and economic opportunities, what do you have in store for Black Chicago?
You are 100% correct on what you're saying. Actually, let me give you a little more historical context right here in Chicago. There was a black belt when folks came from South, when they migrated here to Chicago. Then they pushed us into the project buildings. As y'all know, There was the project building so that they can
Bring
contain
it
us.
green.
Then they knocked down those project
Yep.
buildings and pushed us into the neighborhoods, and there was segregation. Y'all already know. And what happened with segregation? Oppression in every area. So from our taxpayer dollars, from education, all the way down the line, from investment, is why we are here today. So when they talk about public safety, I don't say nothing about police, because they always want to say, oh, what about police? This police don't have nothing to do with what's going on in these communities. And if we don't tackle the real root causes, and we keep allowing them to only increase the police budget, that's the only budget that has increased over the years. Not the housing budget for our neighborhoods, not the education budget. The only budget that has increased, we giving $2 billion a year right now to our CPD. $2 billion a year. Hey, that's not even including the $100 million a year in police misconduct, the $200 million a year in police overtime. So over $2.4, $2.5 billion goes to police in our city. And then we asking, why is there so much violence? Oh, let's look at the neighborhoods. When young people come out of a broken home, they're going into a broken school because they take the tip dollars and take the money out of our school system to say they're going to spur economic development. But where's that development going? Downtown. So then they walk into a broken community, walking past boarded up schools, boarded up houses with X's on them, boarded vacant lots that's not being developed. And then you say, why these young people don't have no hope? Well, look at what they walking past. Then you look at where they shopping at. They got a corner store that's operating as the grocery store because we are living in food deserts, right? So now you talk about what are they eating? What is in their, why their minds go like that? Then they go back in the house and turn on the water, and guess what? We got lead in our water. And so you look at where all the lead pipes are, they're on the south and west sides. So when you're talking about the reality of these neighborhoods and public safety, you got to tackle making sure these young people have a pipeline to even get job opportunities, to even get these tech jobs, to when they coming out of school, making it free to get training so they get these $100,000 jobs, putting trades back in the school so that they can become, have vocational programs all throughout our schools in our city. Making sure that they become entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurial skills.
Yes.
They need to grow their entrepreneurial skills, and we need to help them do so. We got so much to do, y'all.
Powerful.
We need somebody who understands it and understands the solutions to make that first step.
Let me hit you with another.
Oh, come on.
Another one you already touched on, the gentrification.
Yeah.
Now, the city's money rests in the banks.
There you go.
My question to you, what banks holds the city's money for Chicago? The taxpayers' money is held where?
The one that I'm banned from. Chase Bank. The one that I'm banned from. I'm still banned from every Chase Bank in America because of our protests. And Chase Bank controls most of the market. They got the most branches. They control most of our.
Okay, you guys. I kind of wanted to now want to touch back on that. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Go back to, I want to touch on what he said. Now we know the new gentrification is rewrapped. It used to be segregation, right? It's been rewrapped. America will rewrap something in a minute and act like they're introducing you to something great. Gentrification is still segregation. Okay. They never came together with us. And even now, when we try to go into their neighborhoods, they white flight, right? So we're fooling ourselves, and we're still trying to build with people that don't want to build with you. We have Black communities or Black ghettos, we call them, okay, that they're allowing you to live in together, but it's drug infested, gang infested, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But guess what? We should have our own, little security force in those neighborhoods, to where if you do see somebody trying to come in and, do the drugs or sell the drugs in your community, your little community that they, give you, they give us little areas and give you $25,000 to go and build a house. And over there in the Black neighborhood, some of those Black areas are drug infested and gang infested, right? Okay. Let's invent our own investigating team, our own security team that we can call, okay, that we can pay for them to be our security in our neighborhoods. That's why we run for these local offices. He can change things for Chicago locally. Excuse me, not talking about federally, because federally, they're going to do things federally the way they've been doing it. They ain't going to change. They're going to still do what they want to do. Federally, we already know that it's all about them. They want to keep their budgets. They want to do what they want to do. If something don't sound right, if it sounds like it's going to grow, put money in Black folk pocket, they're not going to do it no way. But legally, locally, that young man can change things in Chicago. He can create where the black fathers and give these black men jobs to be able to go around and protect their neighborhoods. He can ask Dr. Umar to come in, and Dr. Umar did on his show one time, where last week I think it was, where the last one I saw, that he was calling all the gang members to come together, and he wanted all the gang leaders to come together, all 100 of them, to come together at one spot, and he was going to pretty much talk to them. And I would keep that program. I would still bring them the gang leaders, and I would say, hey, I want the drugs out of our neighborhood. I want us to do something different. I want us to grow economically, the drug money or whatever. I want to bring back the YMCAs. I want to see, you have to come together and build with people. You can't sit up there and say, oh, they doing bad. Let's give them jobs. Let's give them jobs. That's going to pay them pretty decent money in the city. And I would have a fund set aside for building our black communities, building our black areas just for them. Yes, just like they have Asian money. The Asians got a bag for no more hate, right? Remember that? We're going to build up our black areas. We're going to build our black communities back up. Okay. And those funds will be used for building that. Well, those funds will be used for the community stores that I will put back inside of those in those communities. And even with that, we could have the people that's even given $20 a month toward the community stores. This is your store. And I would have people coming in like volunteering, or maybe college students coming in, and we could pay them $12 an hour to run that store. So all my college students that majoring in business ownership, we can come in and we could teach them about business ownership. These are things that we could do locally for ourselves. And a lot of these black leaders who are mayors are doing this. We aren't seeing them do anything. We're seeing them get in those seats and continue on the same old BS that the white person before them had put in place, and they're continuing to do the same things. No, I will put a stipulation that if you're going to be in our black areas in your church, you're going to start to put money toward our community, or else you're not going to be in our community. Yes, I expect all churches to pay maybe $1,000 a month to be in our community, and I expect them to be open like Monday through Friday. I want after school programs for our children. I want the Ys to come open again. This is things that we can do in our community. We can start somewhere, but we're sitting up here waiting on white folk to do it for you. They're not going to do it. Do you see what's happening in your black communities, your black areas? And I don't even want to call them communities. I'm talking about those bad areas that we call ghettos. We can fix those ghettos up. Those houses in Baltimore. We had a black senator, black Congress, John Lewis, Elijah Cummings, right? Those were black men that was over black areas, and those areas were the worst off. Why is it when we get black mayors in office, that we see the worst of the community? Enough of that. We've had enough of that. Why is that possible? How is that possible? And why do we see that? Why are we not doing it? Why are we not holding those black mayors, black congressmen, and black senators accountable for when you come in and we give you our vote and you don't do anything for us? We got to change that. Okay. We have to change that. Let's start really concentrating on the locals. Let's get the DAs in there that's going to bring charges against these police officers. Let's get these judges out of office that's not doing their job and is giving these white men that's murdering black folk like George Floyd. Those two police officers got 2.5 years each. I'm just saying, you gave them 2.5 years. You gave Am Geiger 12 years. You gave it's just certain things that you're doing that we can see that it's racial in our faces. It's time for us to start holding those judges accountable, but we don't say anything. We just allow it. But you gave R. Kelly, who didn't kill anybody, you gave him 30 years. I'm just saying. Where's the fuss about that? Oh, he did wrong. Aren't they all doing wrong? So we just hold the black ones accountable? So black folk, do we just hold the black folks accountable? We don't hold anybody else accountable. We just let anybody else come in. And the judge the judge gave them 2 officers 2 years, just like the Kim Porter judge gave those. This is a trend that they doing. Okay. You have to understand. And he saw the black folk didn't make a big deal because Kim Porter only got 2 years. 2.5 years, that's the going rate for white folk, white police officers murdering black folk. They said, yeah, we're going to give them some time. We're going to only give them 2 years. And we're okay with that. Nobody said nothing. Nobody made a fuss. Everybody was okay with the 2 years that Kim Porter got. Nobody said anything. So now we have a trend where judges are passing out 2.5 years to police officers murdering black folk that they have to bring up on charges. Let's see how much time the Atiana Aaron is going to get for her murder. Well, we're going to give him 2 years too. I'm just saying, black folk aren't saying nothing. we should be having a lawsuit against America for inhumane treatment. We should have a lawsuit because according to the Constitution, Black folks aren't supposed to be even looking like they were ever enslaved. That's our Constitution. That's what it says. But that we still look like we were enslaved, right? What are we doing about it? Why aren't we doing anything about it? Why aren't we bringing America up? There was a movie, American Skiing, American. There was a movie, American. Can't think of the movie, but it was a lawsuit that was being brought up against America, and they was 3 lawyers, Black lawyers, and they was bringing America up on a lawsuit. They were suing America for the inhumane treatment, and they actually won. And it's a movie. And Jeffrey Wall was in that movie, but I can't think of what the name of the movie was. Can't think of the name right now, but it's okay. But these are things that we can do. These are things that we could put in place. So let's stop talking about what Black folk or what white folk ain't doing for Black people. We need to stop that. All that talk and no action is getting ridiculous. Okay. We've been talking for way too long. And then he talked about a system. Let's talk about the system that's been set up against Black people. They're not hiring our Black men. They're not hiring. They're hiring some of the Black women, but a whole lot of them. If it's a Spanish person going up against a Black person, guess who they're going to hire? They're going to hire that Spanish person over the Black person. I know that because I see it done every day. Okay. But we don't say anything. We don't hold anybody accountable for the way they treat us, do we? I'm just saying it's time for us to do better and stop making excuses while we're not growing, while we're not seeing us become free. We should be standing up when they use their system against us. We should have stood up when they used their system against Grandmaster, NFAC man, but we didn't. We still letting him. He's still in jail, and we okay with it. And we're gonna just sit there and forget about our brother. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. So who's going to give the first $10? Go to Ram in the Bush, GoFundMe, Ram in the Bush. Come on, y'all go ahead and do it. Ram in the Bush, Ram in the Bush, Ram in the Bush. GoFundMe under Ram in the Bush Apprenticeship Housing Fund. That's what we're collecting for. Let's see let's see how long it's going to take for us to get to 500. I'm just saying, you give for everything else. Why can't you give from? This is a great foundation doing something for our children. This foundation is doing for our children. Read it. And what are you willing to do? Anything? I'm just saying. We can no longer not do what we're supposed to be doing. It's time. Time out for a whole lot of nonsense. Okay? I'm just saying. It's time to make our dreams come true. It's time for us to really be free. Let me ask you a question. I talk about this all the time. I don't want to keep bringing up the MLK dream, but I will one last time for this conversation. If his dream was a God-given dream, do you think it would still be at the bottom? Answer me that question. If his dream was a God-given dream, do you think we would still be at the bottom? No. So why are we? Why are we still at the bottom? Why are we still at the bottom? That's all I'm asking. He said he got the dream from God. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. It's time for a movement. We don't need leaders. We need a movement in our community. A movement of celebrating us, a movement of supporting us, a movement of every Black entity, every Black business that comes up that's trying to build in the Black community, that will support it. If you can buy it from a Black person, buy it. We have a Black-owned hair supply place in my city, and I still see Black folk going to the Chinese. Shame on you. You have made the Chinese millionaires, and you still got the Black men struggling. Shame on you. You Black folk can't complain about anything. If you are not here to make a change, to do something different, we will not tolerate a Black person going against the code of behavior. But now this is where we need to be taught a code of behavior. This is where we take back our schools. This is where we take back educating our own children. Because as long as you allow them to educate your children, your enemies to educate your children, And you don't even realize that they've been socialized. You don't even understand why we think the way we think. You think we got here by ourselves? It's the system that they put in place. They know what they're doing. You're not gonna tell me them devils don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they did. They knew what the effect was going to be once they took the fathers out of the homes. They knew that our children was going to be out of control, and we know it now. What are we going to do to fix it? Black men, leave them Becky's alone. They've been causing you enough problems, but you've been so socialized to believe that if I give me a white woman in my arm, I'm moving up in the world. You're moving up in their world until they want to snatch it from under you. Ask Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, the guy old, he can't make them no more money, and they giving that man hell. They're gonna take every dime from him because they're gonna take it through their legal justice system, their legal injustice system. But for years, he thought he had it going on, white folk didn't. He came against our own, talking about the men pulling your pants. Oh, he gave us hell. He gave us hell. Remember that time Bill Cosby gave us hell? Hell. He did. And a lot of black folk got mad at him because he was trying to come to us wrong, come to us talking all slick out the mouth. But you ain't talking to them white kids like that. You ain't talking to them about shooting up schools, did you? You come to us unless you come to them, check them. But you're going to come to us trying to impress your white buddies. You can impress them for a minute. But now look how they always turn on you. When you get tired of rolling in the hay with them, once you get tired of laying with that dog, you got fleas. Oh, them fleas going to attack your behind. And that's what they doing. Jeffrey, what's that? Peterson? Okay, Peterson. Look at him. He talked about them. He talked about black folk like a dog, didn't he? Peterson, the black guy. Peterson. You know, what's the boy name? Peterson. I can't remember his first name. Peterson. But he talked about black folk like a dog, didn't he? Wow, Williams, welcome. Yes. We better wake up. Wild West, welcome. Like and share, but we better wake up. It's time to wake up. I will not tolerate black folk coming against black folk. I won't tolerate it. And I hope we'll get to a place where we're not tolerating it. We need to deal with these black folk like these kids wants to speak and slick out their mouth about black folk. Peterson, Jeffrey, what is the dude's name? Peterson, that came against black folk. I can't remember his name. And they're bringing him up on charges. They're charging him now with all these homosexual acts he's doing with all these men. All these men he slept with, white guys coming forth now. Okay. All of them. Come on now. He's supposed to be a pastor, a preacher. Okay. Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all better do y'all homework on that Christianity. Y'all better do your homework on it. Because y'all still try to be Christians. And that ain't nothing for black folk, honey. That's them devil worshipers, honey. That people don't even understand what Christianity means and where it came from and who was in charge of it. But when you get tired, you'll do your homework. Like every other black person, y'all need to do your homework about this Christianity religion. But I did not come here to be here all day. I just came here to deliver a message. Let's start building. It's time to build. Now, if I was talking about cussing somebody out, cutting somebody, shooting somebody, it'll be packed. But I'm talking about building. Not only am I going to build here, but I'm going to build there. I told y'all I'm going October 31st. I will be on a plane going to Africa. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, but just stay tuned because I'm putting things in place for there. And we're going to be building there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I haven't decided. I kind of got a few ideas, but I'm going to meet a couple people when I get there. And I'm going to see what's the best way. Where's the best way? How do I get to where I'm trying to, how do I do it? Okay. I got some ideas. I have some plans, but I'm going to meet with a couple people when I get there, and we're going to discuss some things to see which way is faster, quickest, easiest, to start the first building, the first business, the first one. Okay. And then that will be left to my daughter and she'll take it over and I'm going to retire. I'm just saying, I'm going to start it for her and then I'm expecting her to take it over because I'm not going there to work hard. I'm not. I'm going there to travel. I have 52 continents to travel and I'm going to try to hit all of them. Do you hear me? All of them. I'm going to spend a week at this one, a week, Ethiopia, a week, so I got some places, I got some plans, but I ain't going to tell y'all where I'm going. Y'all think you heard me say where I was going, but that's not the first stop. Okay. So I do have some plans and I'm really super excited, but it took me time to get here. And I know when I was saying it back probably 2, 3, 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I was planning it, but I wasn't ready yet. Didn't have stuff in place yet. But now it's coming true, coming to pass. If you speak something long enough, it'll come to pass. You got to put stuff in place for it to come to pass. Okay. Wow, Williams, let me read. You know who I'm talking about, huh? Yes, Jesse Lee. Yes, thank you. Jesse Lee Peterson. Yes, thank you. Yes, that dude was talking bad about black folk. Boy, I tell you, he used to dog black folk out. He thought he was, I guess he was getting so much of that white booty. He just didn't know. He thought he was white, huh? He just thought the white men will never turn against him. And now what we see? We see that pastor. He said he was a pastor, right? Well, we see him coming up on all kind of bussy charges. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying. I'm so sick of y'all black folk. I don't know what to do. That's always trying to let white supremacy use you. And then once they get done using you, what they do? They break their tools, right? They break their toys, right? Okay. They break their toys. Just stay tuned. I'm serious. But it is time for us to build. It's time for us to do. It's time for us to make things happen. It's time for us to stop waiting for other people. But my thing is now I'm doing my part. Now I know it's some people, some of y'all out there could build schools. You can build areas for us to put down our businesses. You could rent a building and you can have vendors in those buildings. Get you enough vendors where if they pay it weekly, the weekly fees will cover the rent. Weekly fees will cover the electric, okay? And the rest you can either continuously get another one somewhere else, or you can have something. You got to live on something. If you are doing this business, I'm just saying you have to be where you can. Let's think about us, working for ourselves, supporting ourselves. I don't want to see a whole bunch of black folk at these Mexicans and Spanish folk flea markets when we can build our own. Okay, we don't even have to call it a flea market. We can call it something else. Okay, we can call it we build a new Black Wall Street, or we can the new black market. I don't know. We can call it something besides a flea market. I don't want to see a black person call it a flea market. We are building. Let's build, or you can call it last chance, or we can call it new beginnings, or I'm just saying we can call it anything but a flea market. But it's time for us to do for us. And let's stop waiting for other people to do for us. We got to stop. They're not going to. You see how that you gave them your children to educate them. You gave your children to strangers. And let's stop forgiving them for what they do. Let me ask you a question. The Jews, the Germans, they did so much harm to the Jews, right? Do you see the Jews forgiving them like we forgiven white folk for slavery? Do we see the Jews doing that? We don't see them. We don't see them being friends with the Jews, with the Germans, do we? So why are you trying to be friends with white folk who still show you every day how they hate your guts and they hate your children? Tell me, why is it so important? And why do we still try to befriend them? I'll wait for that answer. I'm waiting on it in the chat. Tell me why. Why is it that we are so hard up for white folk to be your friend? These are enemies. They will never be your friends. People say, well, they not all bad. Okay, I got an answer for that. All snakes are bad either. But if I put them all together, can you tell the snakes that aren't bad from the snakes that are? I can't. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to step into a den, a snake pit. I'm not going to step into that snake pit because I don't know. I know it's one in that pit that's poisonous. I'm not going to say they all poisonous. But because I can't tell the difference, I am not dumb enough to step into that snake pit to take my chances on which one is poisonous and get bit by 5 different snakes. And then I still don't know which one bit me, which one was poisonous. But we'll become friends with one white person that did something nice for you. And you put all the white people in that same batch. Say they not all bad. Because I had one that helped me through school. Our family was so poor and they was, we was homeless and they gave us a donut, and boy, we would have died if we didn't have that donut. So you didn't lump them into the category where all white people not bad because of one white person gave you behind a donut, gave you a donut because you was near death and you needed that donut. So you forever in his graces because he gave you a freaking donut, $1 donut. Now, if you've been praising him ever since for $1 donut, and you've been praising all the white folk that he friends with, and all the white folk you see because of that one white person that gave you $1 donut. But if that black person that gave you a donut, And I'm sure a whole lot of black folk have helped you and blessed you, but you ain't acknowledging them like you acknowledge that white man that gave you one donut, a 50-cent donut, not even $1, 50-cent donut. So you forever in his graces because he gave you a 50-cent donut. Let me see what you're saying, William. Well, wow, Williams. Okay. You need good wives. That goes both ways. We didn't get here. You need to listen to my show last week or 2 weeks ago. We talked about the men and the women, black men and black women. We talked about that. So it's not that we don't have good wives. We have good wives, but are you a good man? You can't just want something that you're not. You have to be a good man. In order to attract a good woman, you have to be a good man. You're going to attract what you are. If you're a good man, you're going to attract a good woman. But if you're not a good man, you're going to attract the same person that you are. The personality that you are is what you're going to attract to you. There are good women out there all day long. I could say that about men, but I won't say that because I know that we attract who we are. We attract our mates to us, but we could both use some help on both sides. So I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm not going to blame the man, nor am I going to play that blame game of blaming women. I don't believe in blaming men and women for stuff that was happened to us by somebody else. We were put in their system. So of course, we don't know how to love. We've never known. We've never, ever known how. Or no, I shouldn't say that. We knew how because slavery, we knew. Okay, we knew even after slavery. We knew up until 1963 when we started coming together and they started telling us, or MLK told us it was okay to come together with them and be friends. It was okay to mix and mingle. That's what your pastors told you. It was okay to mix and we supposed to love everybody. That's not what the words say. If your pastor had no revelation, Deuteronomy 7 says that we should have never came together with them. So now our men are going crazy. Black folk going crazy. Men and women both are going crazy because now you want to sit up there and marry these diabolical devils. So whose fault is what's going on? It's not white folk fault. I refuse to blame white folk for anything anymore. I refuse because it is up to us to do for us. It is up to us to see what's a need in our community. And I don't give a hell. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they say, oh, you racist because you want to take it back to 1960. You damn Skippy. I want to take it right back to where it should have never left. It should have never left us being on our own segregation because they still have gentrification. Do you not know what gentrification is? Gentrification is segregation. Okay. They never came together with us. They will never work for you, but you'll work up under them. Ain't that telling you something? You'll come and work up under a white person, but won't no Chinese female person come and work up under you? No, not a white boy won't come up and work under you, but you'll go and work up under his daddies, and he'll keep you at work for 16-hour days, won't give you Juneteenth off, which is your holiday, and then give you an excuse why. Then you'll sit up there and take them to their racist parks, Sesame Street, and they'll treat your kid, slap your kid upside the head, bump your kid and make them fall, and then tell you, oh, that's not racism. Somebody was trying to get her the baby, and somebody wanted her to hold the baby. Now I'm looking at, I see what I see. I see what I see. And then, but you're going to tell me that what I saw ain't true. You're going to tell me, here, I'm going to give you a story. I want you to believe my story. Even though I saw what I saw the character bump up to the baby fell, slapped the little boy upside the head. The little kids was trying to get hugs. They hugged the white kids, didn't they? Didn't even hug. But you're going to tell me what I didn't see. Oh, you didn't see what you thought you saw. I'm going to tell you what I want you to believe, that I want you to think that you saw. Or I'm going to put this scenario in your face. So what you know that you saw, you're going to begin to question yourself. That's what them white folk do. They want to make you feel you're not seeing no racism here. Ain't no racism. They just didn't see the black babies that was in front of their faces. They want you to believe that. And then came and told you a big old lie that didn't even make no sense. Somebody was trying to let her hold the baby. Didn't even make no sense what the hell they were saying. They want to tell you anything because they know you black enough to believe it. Make me sick of all this craziness. Sitting up there believing everything they tell you. You can see racism right there in your face. And then you got some fools that sit up there and say, well, it's my baby's birthday, so I'm still going to pay them to be racist against me. I'm still going to pay them. I'm still going to give my money to them. I'm going to make them take my money. So sick of y'all don't know what to do. You know what? My husband was trying to minister to a woman. My husband teaches Israelite teachings, and he was trying to talk to a sister today. And she was a Christian Christian young woman, and I'm telling you, these Christians, these church folk, they ain't gonna make it. They're not gonna make it, and it's so sad because no matter how we try to teach and talk them, tell them truth, they still want to believe a lie that their slave masters gave them. You still want to believe that I'm supposed to love everybody. I'm supposed to forgive everybody, and but they're not loving you, and they're not forgiving you. They're not loving you and ain't forgiving you, but you're going to sit up there and tell me that it's okay that I'm supposed to be marrying them devils. I'm supposed to be mixing and mingling with them because we supposed to love everybody. Are they loving you? Do they come to you and say, oh my God, I'm sorry, we're going to help you to change things because I see them killing your sons? No, they tell you your son should have complied when their damn sons ain't complying. Did Peyton comply when the police got there? Did Dylan Roof comply? No, but they live but want to tell you and convince you that you're supposed to accept them killing you. And you've been so socialized that you'll agree and you'll actually get on there and fight when you see where they're shot one of yours and you'll say, oh, he should have got shot. Now that is mental illness. That is socialized, a mindset. Willie Lynch has nothing to do with it. Nothing ever to do with it. You've been socialized to believe that you're supposed to die. This is how we're supposed to treat you. So now you got black folks saying that about themselves because they done seen it so much. We didn't brainwashed it. We didn't got so brainwashed. We can't even believe. We can't even see. We can't even understand when we're being treated wrong. You'll make an excuse why it's okay. And that's what they've gotten us to believe, that it's okay when you die. It's okay. Ours can live. We don't throw ours to the ground, but every time we throw, they come and have an encounter with our babies. They got to throw them to the ground. They got to put their knees on their back. They got to do this. Did they do that to Peyton when he shot 10 people? And 10 people was in that driveway being shot, dead. And the police had to come and see those bodies on the ground. But did Peyton, was they threatened? No, they were not. But they always threatened with yours and got no gun and they got their hands up and they get shot anyway. It's pull-up time, family. It's pull-up time. And I do not condone violence, but I do condone justice. He got his hands up. You shoot him. We pulling up. You don't have a right to take nobody's son, nobody's child's life when they have their hands up. And because they won't do what you told them to do. But Peyton didn't either. You had to talk Peyton into taking off his body armor. You had to talk Peyton into giving you that weapon that he had in his hand when you pulled up, but you didn't feel threatened. But you want to convince me that my child, that you just, or somebody else's son, I'm going to put on my daughters. I'm just saying that it was okay because I shot yours 60 times. But I didn't shoot the guy that just killed 10 people. I didn't attack him. I didn't jump on his head. We didn't pull no weapons. We didn't throw him on the ground. We didn't choke him. We did nothing. He walked to the car with his hands. Oh, he complied. How the hell he complied when you had to talk him down? He didn't comply nothing. But they got you convinced, oh, they complied. Even with guns in hand, they're never threatened. Yes, he did hate the heathens. Yes, he did. And he told you to hate them too, because he called them serpent people, called them spittle, didn't he? And we still try to marry nothings. Because they didn't convince you that I'm better than you. So the only way that you can come up in this world is to marry one of me. I'm sick of y'all. I'm so sick of them. I'm done. I'm not going to get myself all riled up. I came on here to talk about building. And we are going to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere, Wild Williams. Can't build a community without families. You're right. So how are we going to do that? We have to start somewhere. Our men have to come back to Black women and vice versa. We have to come back together. And we don't need anybody. We don't need no white friends. We don't need anybody around us for the next 1,000 years. We need just Black folk. We need to go to Africa. And everybody in Africa need to put out that don't look like us. And I mean that. And go back to your city, go back to your country. China, white folk, South Africa needs to be shut down. Seriously. It needs to be so totally separate from Africa, from the all Black Africa. I'm telling you, put them all of them in South Africa. That's what you want to do. I don't care what you do with them, but they got to go home. They can't stay here. They got to go. We need to be around ourselves and learn how to love ourselves and educate ourselves and do for self and bring back the training of having families. You can't do it right now if you're not separated with Wild Williams. You can't do anything if you're going to stick up under enemies. They're not going to teach you how to love you. You have to take that authority away from them. We have to start building by ourselves. We have to start educating. We have to start building our banks. We have to still start building our own schools in order to teach a code of behavior and to start a movement. We need a movement right now. We don't need activists. We need to create a Black family movement, a Black community movement, a movement where we're building our own communities. We're investing in our own communities. And that means the fathers. If we have to pay the fathers to come out and protect the community, we will pay the families because you're not bringing no drugs up in here. And if we will have to take you out for bringing drugs and selling drugs up in here, we're going to do just that. That's the only way you're going to get your communities back. That's the only way the Black folk are going to get their heads on straight. You take them drugs, you come up in here selling drugs, we coming after you. You're not going to have that disrespectful music. You shut that music industry down. You shut that TV industry down. You don't have no type of nothing. We don't want to see no white folk on our TVs. We're going to support the Michi X's TVs. We're going to support the Hebrews to Negroes TVs. We're going to watch only Black folk that's going to have some sense on the TV. And we ain't going to be every Black movie I've seen. The other day, I skimmed through the TV, me and my husband, and I said, I want to see what's on Black folk mind having TVs. You know what I saw? I said drugs, hookers, hoes, drugs, gangs, Black men, dysfunctional, empire. You got all his Black boys, something wrong with them. One is gay, one is hoodlum, and another one is marrying white women. I'm just saying, you can't have no Black positive stuff on Black TV for us. We got to start somewhere. And you said, Cassie, you taking it back to the basics? Hell yeah, I'm taking it back to the basics. Yes, kick in white folk out. We don't need nothing. We don't need their TVs. Everybody needs to pay $10 and support Hebrews to Negroes TV or Michi X TV. You can do one or the other. You don't have, but you cannot have white folk on your TV. I'm just saying, we don't need to see them on our TVs. We need to start educating our own babies. What you got to say, Wild Williams? I'll give you the link. If you want to come in here, I'm going to give you the link because I want to hear what you got to say. If you want to come on, let's come on because I'm sick of what I'm seeing. I'm going to invite people. I'm getting ready to copy this link because if you want to come on, come on. I'm serious. Come on. Let's come on. I'm going to help you out here. So if y'all want to come on here and have something to say, help me out. We got to start building. I guarantee you, bring the women, the men will come. Yep, you're right. It starts at home. Yes, can build a community with our fathers. I'm just saying. Now, from what I just said, it's time to build. It's time for us to build, and we're gonna get rid of everybody that ain't Black. Everybody don't look like us. We're getting rid of them. Okay. I'm showing you this because I'm doing housing for our babies. We're doing a GoFundMe, and I'm just gonna see how many people are gonna get a GoFundMe. We're trying to do housing for our babies. I'm trying to get them housing. I don't want to bring this young man down. And he's coming. I don't want to put him. He has nowhere to go. He's coming from Georgia. I need a room. I need to rent a room for him. I want to, even if we do 500, I can pay for him up to 3 months. I'm willing to do that. I pay for him up to 3 months. After 3 months on his job, he'll pay $50 to $70, $75 for that room, and he'll save his money, and then we'll help him to get an apartment. Okay? I'm just saying. Then after he get his certificate, he can take that certificate and have his own business, and then he can start saving for his own home. Okay? I'm just saying, we got to do something different. You ain't dressed. You ain't got to see yourself. You ain't dressed. We got to sit with those two look like us. We got to start with those who look like us. Hold on. Even with that, it's not about them looking like us. We have to start with people that think like us. Because some Black folk are coons. We can't sit with the Candace Owens. We can't sit with the Joe Reeves. We can't sit with the Vans. If the Vans gonna still be white folk, they can be over there sitting with white folk. We're not listening to them. We can't sit with the Roland Martins. I'm just saying, you got to start recognizing these Black folk who think and look like us. We just because you Black don't mean you're gonna think like me about building Black. You can't be coming over here with a white woman telling you building Black. The devil's a lie. Get your so-and-so right on back over there with that. You got to, she can't come over here. She cannot. We're not doing this white and Black stuff. No. You married to a white woman, you going over there with them because you are not allowed over in this B1 area. I'm sorry, you can't have no white woman trying to build all the secrets coming out when you sleeping with her because it feels so good and you rocking and talking and she tucking the chicken and all this other stuff and you're going to give away all the secrets. No, you can't do that. Let's see. We got to start with those who look like us. What job does he have? Eating apples. Okay. The job, he's going into the program of he wants to do the HVAC program. The HVAC guy is going to teach him how to build HVAC, electrician, plumbing, apartment. He has an apartment. He maintains he's a maintenance man of an apartment building. So he goes in there and he fixes it all. So he's going to teach and train them how to do it all. Okay. So that's the program he wants to be in. And then he's going to pick one that he really likes. I want him to try all of them just to see which one he likes, because he likes it all. But I want him to choose a program that you want to be, you want to really go into and really learn a lot about. But yeah, so we're growing. We're growing. We are in fact growing. So we're trying to get them out there. We can't do it by ourselves. I keep telling people we trying to build. We have to start somewhere. We cannot just talk and not do. I'm a woman of action, honey. Y'all gonna find out about me. When I say I'm doing something, you're gonna be looking up and we're gonna be doing it. Okay. I got some other things coming in the fire, but I'm trying to get the foundation going. I'm gonna want to get him down here. I want to get it up and running. And I say, 10,000 is my goal. Yeah, because I want to pay for it. I don't want to just be, this is not just for one. This is for whoever comes, that I'll have enough money to pay their rent up for at least 3 months until they can get on their feet, start making some money. I want them to start saving up some money, and so that they will be able to either, if you want to go and save up to get an apartment, and maybe 3 of them can go into this apartment, they can do that. So, all 3 can get on the lease and they can get their apartment, or either Ram in the Bush will get apartments and I will pay it up for 3 months. Okay. I'm just saying this is something that I want to do, but you still have to pay rent on that apartment, $50. If I get the apartment, it'll be $50 or $75 a week to maintain the apartment. And I'm just saying, this is different ways that we can do it. But I think right now it'll be cheaper to rent the rooms. So if I got 3, 5 or 10 individuals that are ready to rent rooms, it's going to take money to rent those rooms. If I have 10 individuals times 75 or times 50 is how much? It's going to take money to rent those rooms. Okay. And I keep telling black folk that have rooms, you want to make an extra $600 a month, it'll be $300 per student. That's $600 if you take 2. If you have 3 rooms, it'll take that'll be what, $900 a month extra if you take 3 of my boys. They'll buy their own food. Okay, so they won't be coming in eating your food, but all we're doing is renting the rooms. Okay, and that $300, $600 should take care of the room, should take care of a little bit of your electric, and whatever else, your cable or whatever. So that's $300 a month, which is $50 to $75 a week for that room. So we go 75, that's 150, that's $300 a month. That means $50 for the room, and 75 and a $25 toward the internet or the electric, and the electric or whatever, because your electric shouldn't be that expensive. Let me see. Oh, you do HVAC. Where? Oh, wow. Do you have your own company? Wild Williams, do you have your own company? Okay, because if you have your own company, I'd love to partner with you. And let me know. I'll give you raminthebush at gmail.com. And see how you spell that, raminthebush at gmail.com. You can contact me. I can start a program with you, and I can send some boys with you so that you'll be able to train them. We can start it like that, because I prefer to work with Black people. Make them sign a contract. Yes. To get their schooling for H608, you have your own contract. You have your own company. Let me ask you a question. Would you be willing to come together and contract with me to build? Because would you take a couple of them and teach them? But my thing is, I want somebody that's going to be able to pay them at least $10 to $12 an hour. Because it's on the job training. That means they're going to be working. I don't want them to come here and work and have to leave training of 8 hours and then go somewhere and work another 8 hours and then they come in, they sleep really late, then they get back up and do 8 hours of training for a year, and then they'll go and work a job for 8 more hours. I want them to be able to work with you. You train them the way you want them to learn the job. You train them to work how you want them to work. There's another program that my husband's nephew was in. He was training with this guy who had his own company, and he was taking also like a part of the day, and he was teaching them through Bookwise so that they can learn the book part that they needed. And then the other part, they was teaching them electrician on the job. So they was actually learning. So they had the school, maybe 2 or 3 hours during the day. And then the rest of the time they was actually doing different projects. Yes. As an apprenticeship. Yeah. As an apprentice. Yes. So I will give you my email. I'm going to put my email in the chat. That way you can email me if maybe we can get something together going. Okay, this is my, okay, I'm going to give you the website. I'm going to give you my website, raminthebush.com. That's the website. And this is the email. Because I would love to partner with people in other areas. And I do have a contract. But I want, hold on, let me see. That is my Ramin the Bush, the email. You do appliances. Okay. What do you do with appliances? You fix appliances or so are you an electrician? Are you an electrician? Let me know in the comments. Are you an electrician? You know what, guys? I had a bottle, but I had a cup up here. I don't see it. So I hate drinking out of bottles, but I didn't bring my cup. I got my water, and I forgot my glass. So God forgive me for drinking out of bottle. Contact me. How about that? Contact me. That way we can talk and see what you offer. And maybe if you know of somebody, I want to put it out there. So if you guys know of any black owned companies that would mind partnering with me, so therefore I can do it in that city, so I won't have to bring them down to where I am, that'll be even better, because I'm only bringing them down from Georgia because they don't have any programs. I'm sure they do, but I don't know anybody in Georgia that I can put these brothers with, and I can actually leave them there. And I still want the person to pay them at least $10 to $12 on the job. And then once they get that certificate and you decide to keep them on, that you would pay them a little more, because I know electricians make at least $25 an hour. I'm just saying, I know electricians make money an hour. So I want you to raise the pay after a year, but for a year you pay them $12. Then that way they can learn on the job and they can still eat and pay their rent, pay for their rooms, save up money so that they'll be able to get their own apartment. And if they're smart, I want them to have an apartment where it could be 2 or a 3-bedroom apartment, paying 12. If the rent is $1,000, that's still $300 per person, and $369. No, that's not $369. If they get something under $1,000, that's still $300 per person. But preferably, because I'm just saying a 3-bedroom apartment it'll probably run them about $1,000. I'm guessing. Either it could be 2 of them in an apartment, and I'm just saying it could be, you could work that out to where they pay the rent together, half on the rent, half on the cable. And they'll be able to help each other for a year. You know, boys can pretty much live together more so than girls can. But I don't have any names. If you have some names of some companies, please put the names of the companies in the chat, and I'll check with them Monday and see if they wouldn't mind partnering up. And that's for anybody that's looking at this live, maybe later. If you can contact me through my email, which is Ramin the Bush. Make sure I spelled it right. Oh, dang, I didn't even spell it right. Oh, God, hold on, you guys. I'm glad I saw that. Y'all, hold on. I didn't spell Ram in the Bush right. REALMINTHEBUSH at gmail.com. Did I spell it right then? Okay, I spelled it right then. I'm gonna have to go up here and do something with that one. I spelled that one wrong. Wonder if I can I? Dang, I don't want to show that one. Well, I can't even take it out, so that's fine. Okay, so anybody that's actually watching this show either later, we can hook up. If you know of some people, I'm gonna stop sharing. If you know of somebody that is willing to partner with me, Ram in the Bush, and have the apprenticeship program where they want to pay young men to come in and they'll train them on the job, doing plumbing, doing anything. The barber program, they're going to teach them. That's the only program they're not paying them, but I wish I could do that. But that right there, a program, I'll be helping them with food, and I might have to help with them with their stay for a year. I'm not sure how I can work that out, but if we can get the GoFundMe up, I can work with that barber program. If it's in this area, they probably will be staying at home, so that'll be another way of doing it. But the HVAC, I do want some other plumbing, HVAC, flooring, plumbing, electricians. If you can help me, I want to be, even if it's another city, if you want to partner with me, that's cool. We'll get some students in your city. You may know some young men that you want to put them under your program, but you got to pay them. You got to pay them something to be able to help them with the expenses as far as living. If you're going to be training them, they're on the job. That's called on-the-job training. That means you pay them something. So that way they won't have to train with you for 8 hours and then leave your place and then go somewhere and work another 8 hours. When do they sleep? That's going to burn them out. I don't want to burn them out. I want them to learn. We learn different, and some people can't hold 2 jobs and then get up early and come and learn again. That's burning them out. That's too asking too much. They can't do that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to not set them up for suicide, not set them up for failure, but trying to set our young men up for success. Okay. And that's what we want to do. So if you know of anybody that has a Black-owned business that wants to help me with Ram in the Bush apprenticeship program on the job training, please help them. Give them my email and take them to the company website. They can look at. They can sign up there. Okay, at least get my phone number. I have my phone number on the website. You can call me anytime, and we can talk about the business. Don't call me trying to. Okay, for no crazy stuff. Okay. Call me if you want to do business. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some folk out there that'll call you just trying to, I want to get to know you. I have a husband. I ain't trying to get to know y'all. I'm just saying, I have a husband. So we're going to keep professional. And I'm trying to run a foundation. Okay. Because I know some people, I understand. But okay, we're not focusing on that right now. Focusing on my babies. Okay. So you said our green link. That's why there's a portal for apprenticeship and owners. Okay. So our green link, what does that mean? Give me more information. Okay. I would say getting their info and what they want to do where they're already at a green book. Okay. We are trying to build that this way. There's a portal for apprenticeship and owners. Got you. I have the website there, and owners can go on there and register their businesses. I do have a website where they can do that, and they can call me too. And then that way I do have paperwork for the owners, the contract. Because I do, like I said, I want them to pay my boys, my young folks. It's not just for boys, it's for girls too. So I have girls that want to be mechanics. That's cool too. We can do that too. That's why I'm collecting for the money, because I don't want to put girls and boys together. I want to have a total entity for my girls. If they need a room, we'll rent a room for them and we'll set some things up. But I would prefer to have 2 or 3 girls in the same dorm or the same room. Okay. I'm just trying to build. We're trying to build. That's all we're trying to do. Okay, so if you guys are ready to build, let's build. So if you have more information, There is we used to have a green book. Okay, I wonder, we don't have another green book. See, that's something that we can start too in our community, to have a green book where we can sign up for the apprenticeship programs, or you can have, whether you're owner and you're looking for apprenticeship, you're looking for workers, or we can have what apprenticeship are. You can tell us what program you're looking for, and if we don't have the program, because we're study advancing our programs right now. Only have the CDL security, HVAC, painting, flooring, plumbing, electrician. I have a cosmetology program. I have a barber school program, car detailing, mechanics. Now I'm on car detailing. I'm looking for somebody else to really help me out there, because I have a young man, but he's kind of hard to, he's kind of disappearing a little bit. So I don't know if he doesn't want to do it or what, but I do want an extra car detailing. I would love to get another painter, flooring, plumbing person for my babies. I do want to do the electrician, HVAC. I can always use double everything. Security, I do have a place to send them for security. I do have a CDL trucking company that I work with. So it's just things that we're trying to do. We're trying to build. Okay. If you're not trying to build something, you're not woke. Everybody that tell me you woke, but you ain't building. And I said, well, what you building? They can't tell me what we're building. So we are trying to build. This is what we're building. We are creating our own tables. And y'all say, oh, she just asked for money. Let me tell y'all something. If white folk ask for money, y'all give it to them with no problem. When black folk ask for money because they trying to help their children or help somebody else's child, y'all want to complain. Get the hell out of here. I'm serious. I'm tired. I don't have patience. I don't have the understanding of patience for people that don't want to build. If you want to build, let's build. It takes money to build. It takes money to build. Okay, so I'm just saying, I'm tired of what I'm seeing. So if I'm tired of what I'm seeing, I'm trying to come here and make a difference. And I want you guys to help me make a difference. Okay, you're in the Bay Area heading to Arizona. What are you going to do in the Arizona area? You got your own business, or you going to be going down there trying to find a job? What are you going to be doing? Even in Arizona, when you get down there, you find some people, you have some, small black folk that are building. But if you show me these people and you show me these, I mean, you could help me in the Bay Area. If you know some people in the Bay Area, then when you get to Arizona, you can hook me up some your business owners here too. You should know some people in the Bay Area because you've lived there. How long have you lived there, Wild Williams? Because if you've lived there in the Bay Area, you know some people. Okay, how long you been in the Bay Area? You can help me out the Bay Area. If you got some people in the Bay Area, give them my phone number. Let's hook up so that we can get this program in the Bay Area. And then when you get to Arizona, I'm gonna expect you to help me in Arizona. That's anybody that comes to this live. If you guys are in an area and you know some black owners that don't mind hooking up with an apprenticeship program, on the job training, give them my email address, give them my phone number, give them my website, and let's build, because this can go nationwide. I don't expect it to just be in North Carolina. I don't expect it to be just in Georgia. I don't expect it to be just in Virginia. This can be nationwide. Okay. So if you're ready to build and you know some people, let's build. Okay. I don't want to be on here you were there. So you got some connections, 9 years. Okay. So if you have connections in that San Francisco area, then that's fine. We can build there. So if you know of any black owned businesses, or any businesses there that is that they're ready for apprenticeship and they'll do some on the job training, give them my email, give my phone number, give them the website, let them register, and we'll get with them. Yeah, we'll get with them if they want to build, if they want some students, because we have students all over. And I don't want to just bring them all to where I am. No, we can do this nationwide. So we don't have a bill. You know what I'm saying? So they can stay where they are and go there every morning and get paid and be, saving money for their own apartment. They might already have their own apartment, but you save your money. So after you're out of school, you can get your own business. Okay. So it's just things that we can do. And we're building. Oh, your mentors in North Carolina. Okay. So you got the phone number, you got the website. I want you to go on the website and let's connect. If you know, if you can help, let's do it. Let's do it. It's time to do it. It's time for us to do. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't want to be on here all day. You have the vision. The vision is out there. I'm looking for medullas. I'm looking for midwives who is ready for some students. Contact me because I'm ready. It's time to do something different. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm woke, but you don't see me doing nothing. I'm tired of black folk just telling me they woke and they ain't building nothing. Where my schools at? Where my banks? Where's the black community? I'm just saying, let's turn them TVs off. Let's get with Michi X. She got a website. I think it's like $12. Hebrews to Negroes, $10. Let's hook up. Let's turn off this dysfunctional music. Get us some positive black music, some positive black TV, and everything that don't look like you. Kick them to the curb, and we only building with us right now. We don't need all these other folk in our faces. We don't. Time for us to build. Time for us to build. And if you're in some of these communities, men, I'm talking to you. If you in these little hoods and you see Pookie and Ray Ray, it's time for y'all men that's not studying Pook's not afraid of Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all need to run them out. Or Pookie and Ray Ray got to go. Anyway, whatever way you got to get rid of them. I'm not talking about violence. I'm saying these drug dealers in our neighborhood, they got to go. And you need to do whatever you're going to do to make your neighborhood safe. Okay? So I'm just saying. Put, so he does appliance repair. He's in North Carolina. Where's your mentor? Is he still mentoring? Does he have his own business? Wild Williams, does he have his own business? I'm going to put my website, my Gmail in the chat again. Okay, this is in my email. So anybody that wants it, I will put it after the live is over. I'll put it in the comment section so you'll have it again. And I'm going to put the website in there, REALMINTHBUSH.com. That's the website. So go up on the website, leave me a comment or something. Y'all, come on. It's time to build. I'm excited. It's time to build. Get me in touch with your mentor. I need to talk to him. Is he black? That's one thing. Is your mentor black? Okay. Let me know. He trains for free, but it works. Okay, he trains for free. Okay. For a fee. He trains for a fee. Okay. Maybe he'll waive that fee for my babies. Okay. I'm just saying. Maybe he'll train for a fee. I have an apprenticeship program. Apprenticeship means learn on the job and get paid while you're doing. You're helping him. So he's going to send you out on projects. That's what one of my guys does. He send them out on painters projects, plumbing projects, shows them how to do it, send them out on projects. He getting paid. So he in turn is going to pay my boys. Okay. You just send me an email. Thank you. Okay. I will be contacting you after I'm done. We'll go back and forth and see what's what. Okay. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So anybody that's watching this live after the live is over, I'm going to put my email and my website in the comments. So if you want to email me, if you know some friends, give that information to your friends so that we can connect, so that we can do some other things in other cities like San Francisco. You should know somebody Wild West in San Francisco, right? That has a program of black-owned business. You should know them. If you have their phone number, should be, give me their phone numbers and I'll connect with them. Okay. So if anybody has any black-owned businesses that you think might want to connect with Ram on the Bush so that we can get apprenticeships going on there, they have to be able to pay these young men in order for them to learn, and they're going to make money off of them anyway. So I got to have a place for them to stay, and they got to, they got to be able to pay for the place to stay, unless they got a room that they want to rent and they pay for their room and board. I'm just saying, so we can work something out where the Ram in the Bush can maybe get their toiletries or something, but if you have a business and you want to train these boys and you want to take care of their room and board, you can do that. And then we will, in fact, give them a little check each week, a little something. This is why I'm doing the Ram in the Bush. That's why I'm doing the foundation, the GoFundMe, so that if we have a program like that, that Ram in the Bush will be able to pay for their food or pay for their little toiletries or give them a little, something a week. I'm just saying, especially if they're learning on the job and if they need something, they can come to Ram in the Bush and say, hey, I need blah, blah, blah. And we'll go get it, or we'll give them the money for them to go get it or whatever. We call him Uncle Mike. Okay. It's on YouTube. Apprenticeship Boot Camp. Appliance Boot Camp. Okay. But just send you an email. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Wow, William. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But just know that we are here to build. We're not here for no nonsense. And so you talking, coming together with all this other stuff. We're not doing that right now. We looking at us, we building with us, and we trying to move forward with us. Okay. So with that said, I think I've said enough. An hour and 34 minutes. All we can't say in an hour and 34 minutes, we'll need to be saying it because sometimes these things be too long, and I'd be like, I'm not gonna stand up there and watch 2-3 hours. I can't take it. My attention span ain't that long. But just know that one more time, we did get our ticket. We are on our way to Africa. I'm not gonna tell you where, but it's October 31st. I have to look at my clock. Yep, my calendar. October. How do you say 24 by that? My daughter said, "Mommy, it's not. It's October 31st. So we will be boarding a plane October 31st. Okay. I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but we are headed to Africa October 31st. I'm so excited. I'm living my best life now. Got my foundation here. I'm going to do some building there. So we're going to be back and forth doing some things. So I'm super excited. I hope you're ready to travel because I'm going to be offering some travels, some trips for you guys. When I come back, I'm going to work out something while I'm there and we'll be going back and forth. Okay. So we're going to be building. We're going to be doing some great things. So you guys get ready. I hope you guys have like and share. I hope you guys hit the bell so that you'll know the next time I come on. Because these broadcasts should be full. There's no reason for us to only have 1 and 2 and 3 people. When, if I was cussing or I was talking about shooting up somebody or cussing out somebody, we have 100 folk in the house. You got some folk that talk bad against men and talk bad against black folk. And they got a million folk following them. I guess y'all like drama. I don't know. Y'all ain't ready to build because that's all I talk about is building. I ain't talking about no cussing nobody. I'm doing this, that, and the other. I'm talking about building. So obviously, only 2 or 3 people in the world, black folk, want to build, huh? Okay, I'm just saying. But a lot of times my mindset is too heavy for some folk. I understand. Yes, I will check the email. I'm gonna check right now. Hold on while you're there. I will check right now. Let's see. Oh Lord, let me see. Hold on, let me go. Okay, here it is. Let me see. I was showing y'all my little thing, but let me refresh my page. And let's see if it came through. Yes. And see, customize your inbox. No, I don't see it. Okay. I don't see it yet. raminthebush.com. Did I spell it right? Let me make sure I spelled it right for you. Hold on. Let me go back over here and hold on. It's REALMINTHEBUSH at gmail.com. That's it. That's my Gmail. Try it again. Okay, that's my Gmail. And of course, REALM in the bush.com is the website. That's the website. Okay. So you got the Gmail, you got the website. So okay, family. I'm gonna be looking for your what is your email gonna be up under? You've sent it. Okay, let me check and see. Okay, let me refresh again. Let me refresh. What's it gonna be under? I see a business NCSOS. Let's see here if it comes through. Inbox. Okay, I'm looking at the inboxes. I know it take a minute to get here, so maybe it'll come. This is crazy. I still don't see it. Hold on. I know it take a minute to get here. I'm gonna just refresh and see. NSOC, NC, SOS Business Red. I see that. I don't see anything else yet. Okay, not saying that you didn't send it. But we'll keep checking. We'll keep checking. We'll keep checking though. Should have been here by now. I don't know what's in the world. Well, I'm getting other emails in here, so Let's see. Okay, put your email in the comments and I'll send you an email from it. How about that? Yes, 88. I'm here. There I am. Yes. I'm about ready to be done. Put your YO. Okay. Put your email in the comments if you want me to, and I'll send you something. Okay. Big Wheel. Okay, I got it. I got something. I got it. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. Uh-oh, Lord, I ain't supposed to be showing that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put it in there. I'm sorry. I hope that don't show. Hopefully it won't show. I got you. I hope that okay, I'm not sharing no more, so you should be okay. Okay. So I did get it, and yeah, I'll take care of that. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Okay, good. You got it now. Okay, so feel free to send me an email, but I will contact you, and then that way we can exchange information. So if you have some help, if you know somebody that can help with help the foundation, then let's make it happen. Okay, Gmail to my name. Okay, I got you. So wowwilliam454@gmail.com. Is that it? But I got your email, so I'll be emailing you back. But family, thank you so much for coming through. I don't want to stay here all night. I said what I need to say is done. Don't forget, if you want to support the foundation, you can support. We're moving forward, building our table for our babies. And that was what this show was meant for. But next week, we're going to continue talking about when Black folks sell each other out. Okay, we're not dealing with that. We're finna go into more detail as far as what steps we can take if we say we're woke. Okay, don't tell me you woke, but you're not doing anything different. Okay. So with that said, family, I love you. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you. I want to see y'all helping me with my GoFundMe because it's not just for me, it's for my babies. Okay. So don't think y'all helping me. Shalom and shalom. And thank you. I appreciate it. And family, with that said, we're going to end today's broadcast with that. You have a great week and be safe. Peace, family.